Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away, so I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I came from. And that's the reasons why I seem so far away today. Oh, and let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Oh, and I have moved and have kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. Oh, and I have tried and have kept on trying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I have traveled hard with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Oh, and let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. The empty room, the forest choir, the flames that couldn't get any higher, they've withered now, they've gone. But I'm steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow, when the hands have shaken and the kisses flowed. Well, I will disappear.
Alright, so what should I say about Grandpa Elmer? I guess I can definitely say that if it weren't for my grandfather, I wouldn't know patience. It's something I learned while waiting for him to take a breath in a conversation so that I could very politely interrupt him and say, "Grandpa, dinner's ready." If it weren't for my grandfather, I wouldn't know as much about resourcefulness. Do you need to make pancakes, but you don't really have enough flour? Well, throw in some oats and call them flapjacks. And also kind of gross out your granddaughter, but still, it's breakfast. Similarly, if your microwave's acting a little funny, just give Grandpa a screwdriver and say half a day, and it'll probably work better after he's done with it, so he can make do. If it weren't for my grandfather, I definitely wouldn't know the meaning of the word strong-willed. There's no denying to anyone that he was a fighter. Of mud hens, of the 7 Ps, so many things that he didn't think were right. And although being strong-willed also made him a self-proclaimed curmudgeon, at least I knew what it looked like to always have the guts to speak my mind. But mostly, if it weren't for my grandfather, I wouldn't know as much as I do about never expecting anything from life, but taking whatever I could from it and enjoying it. At Garrett and Lisa's wedding, he wanted to dance with me. It didn't matter that his dance moves were older than I was and that I couldn't really follow him. I had to be his partner, and it was so embarrassing back then, but I look back on it and I smile just as widely as he did in that moment. I never knew what might impress my grandfather, but once he was impressed, I definitely never forgot it. After grossing me out with those flapjacks, I made us go to the grocery store, and I remember advocating for Pop-Tarts. And I'm pretty sure that I never heard the end of those Pop-Tarts for a few weeks afterwards and how they were his new favorite food. Don't even get me started about the gratitude he expressed from pictures sent to him or papers of growing up that I look back on now and read with horror, but he still used to tell me were masterpieces. So when I was little, our routine always ended up on some curb somewhere, licking at least a single scoop of very rapidly melting Thrifty's ice cream. Even then, he showed me that you had to order exactly what you wanted from life and savor it, no matter how messy it might become. So, thanks, Grandpa. You'll be missed.
I'll spend with you.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you, caught up in circles. Confusion is nothing new. Flashback one night, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories, time after. Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me, I can't hear what you said. And you say go slow, I fall behind. This second hand unwinds. If you're lost and you look, you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting time after time. If you're lost and you look, you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will
flat tire on my bike or rotating the wheels on my skates. I remember he used to try to teach me to play tennis, and he was so concerned that I had the right grip and the right swing, but at the time all I really cared about was hitting the tennis ball as hard as I could. I remember making omelets out of any leftovers we had. It would always become breakfast the next day for him. Pretty sure he pioneered the spaghetti omelet. I remember watching TV with him. He would always fall asleep, and eventually, every time, he would end up farting in his sleep. More recently, I remember walking down the beach with him, Pacific Beach, and we'd get tacos, and he would tell me how much he loved San Diego, and he would tell me stories about his apartment and things going on with him. And he always had a sense of adventure, and he will truly be missed.
Secrets stolen from deep inside. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost and you're lucky, you will find me time after time.
A few memories I have of Grandpa Elmer was when we just got done going swimming. We went in the kitchen. We were drying off. We went to the kitchen, and he asked me to take a photo of him streaking. Now, it took us a couple tries, because we realized you can't take a photo of a running object. So then he had to stand still, look like he was streaking, and we took a photo. And that was one of the few memories I have of Grandpa Elmer. Another one was when he, out of the blue, he sent me a check. And with that check, I was able to buy these boots right here that I still wear every day. So thank you, Grandpa Elmer. You will be missed. Thank you, and bye.
The second hand unwinds. If you're lost and you're lucky, you will find.
The last time I saw Grandpa Elmer was when me and my dad flew down to San Diego to see him while he was in the nursing home. He wasn't doing too well, but I really enjoyed spending time with him. The last thing I did for him before he passed away was I wrote a letter to him, and my dad sent it. Well, he brought it when he went down there for the last time, and he says that Grandpa Elmer cried for that because he really liked it. So I really wish that he was still alive right now and could be at this party.
Time after time after time.
One time when I went to San Diego to see Grandpa Elmer, he was very excited to meet me. I was very excited to meet him. I really liked hanging out with him. I know he is watching down us in heaven, and I miss him very much.